they got to go to multiple different websites and multiple different search portals to see what's on the market, and it's not consolidated, it's not transparent. And that's not good for the buyer side of the consumer. But if you think about it as a seller, there's been a lot of news in the real estate industry about changes and adjustments and new rules and new policies. And the latest one that has been in the news and up for debate is something called the Clear Cooperation Policy. And what that is it's a policy by the National Association of Realtors, which is required by all of its members to follow. And what it says is that if you take a listing, you have to put it into the MLS within 24 hours of making the listing public, putting up a yard sign, doing a social media post, doing an email blast. And what it ensures is it ensures that there is clear transparency amongst what is in the marketplace. So what it prevents is that a listing broker just hold all of its listings to itself. They don't put it on the multiple listing service for everyone else to see, and they go and market it publicly and try and find buyers directly for their property. Most people would agree that it makes a lot of sense, because what it does is it creates transparency in the market. So all of the listings, irregardless of which listing broker has listed it, is available to see through the MLS. And then also the MLS feeds all of the different search portals out there like Realtor.com and Zillow and Homes.com. And so for the consumer, they have the ability to see absolutely everything that's on the market, and brokers can't hoard listings or hide them from the consumer, or maybe only offer them to their own clients. On the flip side, there's some people that believe that you should be able to have some exclusivity with your listings and not market them publicly, which is still allowed. So you can do that as a listing brokerage. We can take listings and we can keep them exclusive to our brokerage and market them within our brokerage, but we may not make them public. So we can't put a yard sign out, we can't do a social media post, anything that makes it public. And so it's been a pretty good policy. For the most part, it makes a lot of sense. And there is some debate on whether or not we should continue doing business the way we've always done business. But the thing about that I think people don't understand is that this is not how it works everywhere else in the world. If you go to other foreign countries, it very much operates like what I just described. Listing brokers take listings, they market them themselves. It's not transparent for everyone to see. You have to go on their website to see it. Or the other way it works is that there are individual search portals, and listing brokers will take listings and put them on certain search portals and not others. And so for the consumer that's looking to buy, they got to go to multiple different websites and multiple different search portals to see what's on the market, and it's not consolidated, it's not transparent. And that's not good for the buyer side of the consumer. But if you think about it as a seller, what is your purpose as a seller? You want to see your listing exposed to as many people as possible. And that definitely doesn't happen if there isn't some type of system that ensures that all listings are made public for everyone to see. And so as we go forward, this is something that is going to continue to be debated. I personally believe it's best for consumers to have an open and transparent system where we put all of our listings into the MLS, which then feed all of the national search portals. So it's very easy for you, the consumer, to see it as a buyer. And then also for you as a seller, you get the maximum amount of exposure for your property, and you can probably get the best price and terms based upon that, versus if you left it up to me to just market it to the pool of buyers that I have personally. There's no way that you're going to expose it to the maximum amount of eyeballs, and probably we're gonna not get you the best price and terms for your home. And so it's not good for you as a seller either. So something to just keep you up to date about when you see this, and you see people debating it, you see news stories on either side. It's kind of inside baseball, but it does have a really big effect on the consumer, and it's something that is important to you to protect your interests, to make sure that, one, you can see the maximum number of listings, and that if you're on the listing side and you're trying to sell, the maximum number of buyers see your property and it's marketed to them. So if you have any questions or opinions, I'd love to hear them. You can always put them in the comments below, or email me at dylan@buyabigisland.com. If you have anything you want to talk about, you can put it. There is a link in the comment section below to a calendar link that you can book a meeting directly onto my calendar. Be happy to talk to you about your situation on this or anything else Hawaii real estate related. As always, appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Aloha.